Hey, what's up guys? It's Adam with Comfy Thrift and Flip. If this is your first time checking out my channel, I like to part-time resell. And today I'm going to be going over some of the items that I've recently sold within the month of August. So while you're out doing your shopping, if you do thrift or if you do resell, these are some of the items that you can actually pick up and potentially make a profit. Now these are the items that I've recently sold within the month of August. So we'll go ahead and jump into that. Once again, thank you for checking my channel out. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button if you think this information is helpful for you or if you can actually benefit from this. So we'll go ahead and get started. I like to pick up clothes. That's one of the easiest things to pick up. It doesn't take up a whole lot of space. So while I'm out looking, I typically will look for vintage style clothes or maybe an old pair of jeans or something like that. And it's been really helpful for me. T-shirts. It depends on the t-shirt, but we'll go ahead and get started with some of the items that I picked up. On August 25th, 2022, I picked up an Alabama t-shirt. I'm sorry, an Alabama sweatshirt that had Alabama across the front of it. Anything with a front logo on it that you know is an older dated shirt, whether it be college gear or a crew neck sweatshirt. They call it with the ringer, with the colors around the neck of the shirt. They call that a ringer shirt. So anytime you see something like that embroidered, made in the USA, I highly recommend picking it up. So on this particular item, I picked it up for $18 and I sold this item for $68. So I made a huge profit. Now, keep in mind with these items that I'm showing you, the $68 is before taxes and fees and things like that, but still being able to pick it up for $16 and sell it for $68, I probably made about $40 on that particular sweatshirt. I had it listed for 1 day and it sold. The next item are these Nike Air Force Obsidians. I picked these up in a Goodwill haul that I had in one of my videos where I picked up about 9 pair of shoes. I think I had a total of about $30 in these shoes and they sold for $77. The next item, I picked up a pair of Air Uptempo Barley Green shoes. These shoes sold for $85. I think I had about $35 in these shoes also. These were a women's size 10.5. They're extremely hard to find, especially in this particular size. I probably sold it for less than what I could have actually got it for, but I was ready to move the items. I don't typically like holding on to my items for a really long time, so I was ready to get rid of it, and I went ahead and accepted the offer for $85. Another pair of shoes that I sold, I mentioned in another one of my videos because of the quality of the shoes were not very good. These particular shoes had some major scratch marks on them around the base of the shoes. As you can see in the picture, let's see if I can find the picture. Anyways, these shoes retail on StockX for about $400. So when I picked these up for $10, I knew I was going to be able to make a profit. I sold them for $45. I knew I was ready to get rid of them and just go ahead and get them gone. So I probably made about $25 on those shoes. This particular sweatshirt, Eagles crew neck Mitchell & Ness throwback, picked it up for about $4.99 at Goodwill and I sold it for $30. You can take a look at my photos, see how I have them listed. That can also be helpful for you as well whenever you're listing your items. This Duke hoodie that sold for $15. It was missing the strings in it, but I had that listed with it missing the strings. It does have the embroidery on it. It wasn't a vintage shirt made by Reebok. It was not vintage. Size small, sold for $15, and I believe I picked it up at the Goodwill bins for less than $2. These Duke sweatpants, I sold for $15 as well. I probably had less than $1 in them. And you can see how I also take the pictures with those. Now these particular items even had stains, paint stains on them, and they still sold for $15. I probably made about $10 on those. Let's see, these Nike Air Pegasus 38, I sold for $72. I believe I had about $40 in those, so I probably made about $20 on those shoes. Another pair of Nike Air 38, Nike Air Zoom, I sold for $62. I believe I had $20 in those shoes. I sold a pair of Jordan 1s. I sold them for $98. I believe I had $50 in those, so I probably made about $40. Now I'm estimating what I actually made on it. So just keep that in mind, that there's about a 10% tax, 10% fees that come out on Mecari. It might be a little bit higher than that. These are the prices that they're paying before shipping. So when it comes to Mecari, when you see that offer come through, let's say for $98, the customer is charged the shipping. So if there's $10 shipping, they're going to be paying the $98 plus whatever the shipping and taxes are. And then Mecari takes away from that dollar amount. Let's see what else I sold in the month of August. Lately I've been selling a lot of t-shirts, the Hocus Pocus t-shirts, the Rock t-shirt. I picked up about 1,500 t-shirts over a year ago, and I've just been selling those. Hocus Pocus shirts are really selling well right now because of the movie that's coming out. So if you find anything with Hocus Pocus on it, definitely pick it up. These hats, they were just some random hats that I had accumulated over time. I was looking to get rid of them. I probably broke even on those, but I needed to get them gone. I was ready to get those out of here. All right, so that wraps up a little bit from Mecari. That's not all the items that I sold in Mecari. I have completed over 500 sales on Mecari in about a year and a half. So I'm really excited about that. I hit that 500 mark, so really excited about that. Next one we're gonna go to is Grailed. Let's see, on August 3rd, I sold this vintage jerseys for $56. Now with Grailed, the $56 is before shipping and fees. So whenever it says I sold it for $56, they're taking shipping out as well. So I picked it up at the bins for probably $2, the Goodwill bins, where they pile all the clothes and you have to sort through them and find it. If you take a look at this shirt, it had holes in it. That's actually a style, and you can't go wrong with it, especially if it's vintage. If you take a look, it does say made in the USA, so that's automatically going to be something that somebody is interested in. Pants have been selling really well for me. So I had these pants listed for probably about 6 months, but now that the season is turning and winter's coming up, I've sold 4 pair of pants, 1 pair of and all of these are like cargo style or tactical wear or carpenter pants, but those are really selling well right now. So anytime I see a pair of those, I feel confident about picking them up for $5.99, even if I'm doubling my money. And let's say I'm turning $5.99 and I'm only making $12. It's okay if I'm out and I'm picking up more items with that. I typically don't want to just go and look for pants, but I will pick those up in addition to whatever else I'll find. Like in my last video, I found a pair of Jordans and I bought 3 pair of pants. So if I sell those pants on Grailed for about anywhere between $40 to $60, I know that I'll be making anywhere between $20 to $35 per pants. So I feel full confident whenever I go shopping for pants and what I'm looking for. Like I said, with these particular Wrangler pants, they do have the cargo pockets on the side, so that's going to be something that you want to look for whenever you're out shopping. So let's take a look at eBay. eBay has not been one of the locations that I look for most of the time. So I've sold a camera. I sold that camera for $20. I sold the Kiss magazine. Actually, it was a comic book, Marvel comic book. I sold it in one of my videos. I picked up a lot of Kiss items and I sold it for $38. So yeah, doing pretty good with that. Overall for the month of August, I believe I had 18 sales. So that's about 1 every other day. In the month of June and July, I was kind of on a vacation, so I really wasn't looking for a whole lot, but I was still selling items even though I wasn't looking or putting much effort into it, mainly because it was vacation time and I knew I just needed a break. So yeah, hopefully those items are helpful for you when you're out taking a look, or if you're just getting started. Those are some things that you definitely want to take a look at. Colors of the items are also important. So the dark green, dark blue, khaki, those are the 3 color shades that I look for whenever I'm out thrifting, especially in jeans or sweatshirts. Overall though, t-shirts can be risky, especially at Goodwill, because now they're charging $2.99 or even all the way up to $4.50 or $4.99 for a t-shirt. So I wouldn't go too much into a t-shirt unless you know for sure that it's like a band t-shirt or a true vintage popular style t-shirt, or you could potentially lose out or be hanging on to the shirt for a really long time. But yeah, those were some of the items that I sold in the month of August. Thank you for checking out my channel. I show different things behind the scenes of thrifting. I show a lot of different things. So once again, I want to say thank you. Hit that like button, hit the subscribe button if you liked it, and always stay comfy.